Hey, we are back. Let me make sure my mic is hot. Okay, we're good. I have made that mistake before on a few occasions. I got to check. Hey, my next guest is a self-educated entrepreneur, the author of A New Conversation with Men, a national speaker and coach. Please give it up for the one, the only Mr. Coach Michael Taylor in the building. What's going on, Coach?
Hello, Clark. How are you today, sir?
Oh, pretty good. You're not calling from Germany, but you are calling from Texas, so that's about the same.
Yes, sir, the big state of Texas.
Hey, welcome to this show, Coach. It's an honor to have you on, man. I've followed you for quite some time now from afar, and I'm just happy to have you on the show because we've got a lot to talk about today.
Well, and again, likewise, because as mentioned, I get really excited and really inspired when I see other people that are spreading these positive messages about what's really possible for us as human beings. And, we can turn on the news and see all the negativity, and it seems like from an external place that the world is in total chaos when, from my perception, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be alive than right now. And so what I'm saying is we need to reach out and grab some of these possibilities that are available to us, and the only way to do that is to have people like yourself and myself who are giving people tools to help them change their mindset to embrace this positive idea.
Wow, powerful. Hey, Coach, here's what I like about your platform. One of the many things, you work to inspire, uplift, and empower men. Why is that important, Coach?
Well, to me, the most important conversation that we're not having in our society is redefining masculinity. And what I mean by that is, obviously, being a man is a very subjective thing. Everyone has different ideas of what that really means. But if you look at our society and you look how the roles of men are changing, for example, for the first time in this country, women outnumber men in the workforce. And so what that's telling me is that the roles of men are changing very rapidly, but unfortunately, a lot of men are still trapped in old ways of being men, and they're wondering why their life isn't working out. And so what I'm saying with this new conversation is, number one, it's time for us as men to start empowering each other. And the one way to do that is, number one, to start with a positive dialogue. And how I got involved with this is because I was trapped in that what I call old paradigm of masculinity some 20 years ago, because I thought that to be a man, I needed to have the wife, the house, the 2.5 kids, the great job, the vacations and all of that, and then I'd be a happy man. Well, I had all those things, and yet something in me was missing, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I watched my so-called American dream turn into an American nightmare as I went through a divorce, a bankruptcy, a foreclosure, and I basically lost everything. So there I was asking myself, well, heck, what does it mean to be a man? Because I had done everything I thought I was supposed to do to be a man, but yet look at my life. And so that's what actually propelled me to start this journey, if you will. And so what I'm doing is I'm bringing this information, this new conversation with men to society and the world at large, because I think too many men are trapped in this idea of what they think it means to be a man without knowing who they really are and helping them define what being a man really means.
Well, I know one of your missions that you've been after for quite some time is looking to create a shift in divorce, absentee fatherhood, and just eliminating poverty, all vices that plague us now. And that's certainly a lofty goal. Why is the root of that change, as you've written, our consciousness?
Well, everything starts in consciousness. And I think Wayne Dyer said this. He says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. And so when you look at poverty, a lot of people will say it's a result of government, or, some people say it may be race or whatever. But it all, in my belief system, begins in a way a person thinks. And so everything starts with thought. And so we have to be willing to change what we think about what it means to be a man. And I believe that when we do this, what you'll start seeing is a drop in high divorce rates. You will see the eradication of domestic abuse and domestic violence because men have this new conversation that allows them to be who they really are instead of trying to be what society says they should be. And so this conversation is really about getting men to become authentic. And being authentic means you get to the core of who you are. And the core of who you are, in my experience, begins with your consciousness and how you see yourself internally.